What's going on, world? It's Friday, March 25th, 2016. First and foremost, want to give all glory, praise, and honor to the Most. We want to thank you for an opportunity to come together on this Friday team meeting, and also we want to recognize the significance of this day. I mean, over 2,000 years ago, that man that we look to as our father, the one who we feel we've given our soul and our belief and our trust to. He got up on that cross and he died for our sins. And that's why we're able to do what we're doing here today is because one died for all so that we can live. Never ever take that for granted. Never overlook it. Never ever get too comfortable where you're saying, "Oh, it's just another day." It's not another day. Not if you have a belief in a higher power and a being that we hold dear to our hearts. I mean, because of the fact of, we always look at things that he's done for us and that he continues to do, the doors that he continues to open up, the opportunities, the relationships, the blessings that come along, they all pour down on us, and it's because of the love that he has for us. And so the least that we can do is recognize what he's done for us on this particular day out of the year, because 3 days from now, or 3 days later, he rose again, and he defied the odds, and he defied death, and uh, and now we are here waiting for his return. And so, with that being said, man, all praise, all glory, all honor, it goes to him, and we remember the sacrifice that he had to make in order for us to be able to do what we love here today, and that's a big blessing. So, with that being said, just want to jump right into it. Christy Waterford, or not Waterford. Um, yeah, it is Christy. I'm tripping. Christy Waterford, Power Brands. I finally got a response from her, and she said that she gave me the same run, which is kind of crazy. But I'm not sure why it's taking so long for them to get the revisions out. She said that she would have something for me, but that was she's been saying that for the past month. We wanted to try to finish it up before March, and now look at March is about to come to a close, and we're still not finished with the label revisions. Kind of, it's like I want to get mad, but then at the same time, I'm looking at it as like they did us a huge solid by giving us the product development package for free. And but at the same time, it is business, and we're trying to get to the next product. We're trying to get to the manufacturing of a small run for this next flavor that we want to add to our line, and issues it just continues to uh, push our date back even further. And so I'm gonna give she said that they're doing everything, and she's gonna get this to us in the swiftest manner possible. But like I said, man, we've been waiting for this for a long time now, and we really want to try to get the ball rolling for this next flavor. So it's kind of one of those things that you just gotta continue to find. You gotta just continue to find. I mean, just continue to communicate with them in order for them to give us the results that we are in need of. And uh, I was hoping that we could get this thing cranked out by spring. Spring is here. We still have summer, so hopefully, I mean, I'm just gonna put it out to her blunt. I don't really want to stretch this too much longer. I mean, I don't think it should be going on deep into summer, or I don't even think it should have been this long because all we were doing was just changing the color and adding a few edits to it, revisions, and so we'll see. Um, the next update is from who's this? We have an update from this guy's name is Luke. Luke Bison or Vincent. Luke Vincent. He works for the Sports Center, and I reached out to him just inquiring about how we could get our product in the Sports Center, and he told me that it sometimes can be difficult introducing a new vendor. However, he would love more information or flyers we may have. And I sent that off to him. I sent off the pricing as well that he asked for, and then he also inquired about how it would be delivered and how we could market it, and I gave him all that information, and we are waiting on a return, a response from him to see how we can, I mean, if he wants to move forward with bringing on Oosh Juice into the Monterey Sports Center. So, be on the lookout. Hopefully we can get in there. That'd be great. I mean, it's just another opportunity to expose the brand to more of to locally, and I think it's a good look too. The Sports Center gets a lot of traffic throughout the day. This could potentially, if we were able to partner up, if they are willing to take us on, this could potentially lead to more sales for Lopez Liquors. I'm driving traffic there. So, what else is here?
That'd be lit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Especially, because we know a lot of people that go there already. And
Yeah.
all they drink there is Gatorade and Powerade and water. So, you give them an option. I know most of them probably take it just off knowing what it is.
That's why I told him too. I was like, man, people told us, like, contacted us to how do we get it in here,
Yeah.
and then that's what led to me reaching out, and so we'll see. Carrie Rustler sent me an email. She's just giving me an update, notifying us that our policy will expire June 7th. So in a couple months here, we still got a couple months, but this is for our product liability insurance. I am actually going to talk to Paul, and if you guys don't know who Paul is, Paul works, he's S partner, he does the insurance for the vehicles that we have. He's like a broker, but I'm gonna check in with him, see what kind of pricing he can get us, and if it's a better deal, obviously we're gonna head in that direction. I mean, no disrespect to Shockley Insurance, because they've been handling their business for the past couple years with us, and we appreciate that. But business is business. When it comes down to it, who is the most cost effective? Because most of these people, they're cranking out the same policy, and they're basing their charge off of their company status. So if Paul could get us a better deal, we're definitely going to take him up on that offer. And then the guy named Stephen Bowser, Stephen Bowser, he works with MPAL. That's the Monterey Police Activities League. They're going to have another celebrity flag football tournament like they did last year. I don't know why they contacted us so early, but this is on September 24th. But they were reaching out for sponsorship, and I told them I would talk to you guys, see what you guys thought about it. I know we talked about this last year, but their pricing for sponsorships ranged anywhere from $195 to $2,500, and basically it's like the $195 is 1/8 of the page, so it's 4 by 1/4 times 2 by 3/4, so that's real small. And then obviously the most expensive is the outside back cover. It's 8.5 by 11 with border. Now, my thing was to see. I talked to Kelly and Mick about this. I was gonna reach out to him and see if we could actually sell at the event. Because if we can sell at the event, I think that would be, some good exposure. We sponsor them, we give them $195, and we ask, hey, is it possible we could sell too, or we can give our sponsorship our sponsorship in beverages. So I'll throw those two offers at Steve and see what he thinks. And like I said, this isn't going to happen until September, so we still are ways out, but We'll follow up and then we'll go from there. I got a response to some great news. I got a response from Ricky. Ricky is the guy, this Anil's cousin. Wanted to start off with two cases at their spot in Pittsburgh. It's called Angelo's Pizzeria Market and something, yeah, something like that. Angelo's Pizzeria and Market, but it's in Pittsburgh. It's right by the school, and the reason why they wanted to take on the product is because so many people come in there on a regular basis because they just have like a bottle just posted right there, and everybody comes in there asking for, hey, how can we get this? And now we finally have moved forward and opened up the door. Anil is actually there as we're speaking. He's getting the footage that we need so we can post it and blast it all over social media. So when he sends me that, I'm going to crank it out and then we repost so we can get everybody aware that we have expanded to Pittsburgh. This is the first account, and we're anxious to see how well we can do out there. But we're going to kind of take the same approach like we talked about. Where this goes, I want to really focus on a concentrated area of Pittsburgh, not try to, try to saturate all types of different, just random stores, but just really focus on a certain part when it comes to this expansion, because we know why we failed in some of these areas when we tried to just throw them in stores, and then the traveling part, there's just too much overhead expenses that came along, and we just really didn't hit a core audience to build up loyal customers or turn customers into loyal customers for us. Leave them, or them leaving their other brands and coming over to support Oosh Juice. But that's what we're gonna do. That's what I have in mind. I'm excited because once again, it's another step in the right direction. People are asking, and they're continuing to ask, and not only that, but they're putting the word out there for these locations, and then these locations want to work with us. So that's leading to my next bit of good news. Today, I actually talked to, if you guys remember, I was speaking with a company called Golden Empire. They're a distribution company. The owner's name is Robert Morales. I had a great conversation with him, and everything in the conversation, it rubbed me the right way. And the reason why I say it rubbed me the right way is because I told him about what we got going on, how many accounts we were able to gain, we've been able to gain entry into, what we're doing up here, why it's working. And he asked me, some questions that at first I didn't think they were interested, because of the fact that the emails that he sent, it was whatever. But after the conversation and him letting me know what's good, I mean, he asked what do we do in the community, how active, because he really likes, he follows our business page on Instagram, so he sees what we're doing out here. I mean, how active we are in the community, how much support that we show them, and in return they give back to us. And not only that, but he asked how do we determine who to sponsor and who not to, and I gave him the rundown. He's basically in the same position we're in. He started this company a year ago, and everything is in the reinvestment. He says by year 3 he wants to really do it big. He's connecting. He has a meeting with another distributor, because that's what he's doing. He's teaming up with all these independent distributors. And a little bit of insight about him: 16 years sales marketing. He's worked with I don't know if you guys remember, but Venture Emerging Brands, VEB. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that's what Coca-Cola, they really have that program. He was in that, of taking products and building them into brands. He told me this is a little bit insight. He said, right now you got a product. Right now you got a product because everybody, there's so many more that don't know what it is. Now, when you can put your product into 2,000 stores and they all sell, now you know you have a brand. And I said, wow, that kind of, okay, I definitely, I feel it. I feel where he's coming from. He said, I'm all about helping to build brands. A product that I take on, there has, like, I'm not just, I want to be successful. I don't like to fail. I don't want to. Exact words. It's like, man, when we get together, I have some connects down here that could be your brand evangelist. He asked me, what am I willing to pay? And I said, man, really, all you're going to get is me first. You're going to get me and my brothers. We're going to come down there. We're going to do our part. We're going to show you that this is a partnership that um, that is something to build. Then we can obviously get to that point where we're able to handle bringing on um, somebody that could be our brand representative in the SoCal area. I told him we have family down there that we could definitely train, but for the most part, when that time comes, it will come. And he said, man, you know what? I'm going to just let you know, I'm not the type of distributor to order a pallet like out the gate. I'm the type to just order 10 cases, see how it goes, and then gradually start to build up because of the fact that he has his own company that, he would rather invest money into product that he knows is going to sell, which is obviously those major brands, as compared to a small startup that he himself knows how difficult it is to building a product into a brand, and therefore you start off small, you gradually increase the order, see how well it's doing in these establishments, and then we take it to that next level. From a little bit more insight, he's already distributing to 5 different states. He's already distributing to 3 different countries, and this is all in a year. But once again, his experience, his connections, his network for 16 plus years has allowed him to be able to grow so rapidly in just a short amount of time, in a year. And he says by year 3, that's when he wants to see the profits. He has a this was some crazy news because he got some meetings set up with a distributor who's doing 20 million in 1 month. So let's fast forward, right? Let's fast forward this, because he already wants to take on the brand. This is his words on. We're going to meet with him when we go down to San Diego. It's going to be me and Keller. We're going to go down to San Diego. We're going to meet with this guy. He's based in LA, but we're going to meet with him. We're going to have a meeting, just so he could get a better feel of who we are, and then we're going to take those next steps to start working on that market down there. Now, like we've talked about, it could happen a lot faster than we expected, where we're going to have to be moving people around here based on what this distributor is bringing to the table. He's going to be working with all these different distributors, and like I said, this one connection could blow this thing out the water, because of the fact that he has the whole network of other distribution companies that he's working with. And that's why I'm fucking gassed. I'm excited. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, man. Whatever the fuck it takes, we're gonna do it. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna be making these trips regardless. It's a part of it's a part of the journey. These are those risks, that we gotta take. These are the good risks that we gotta take, because of the fact he already stated, I want to help you build your brand. I'm that type of person, but I'm going to need you to do your part. And what I mean by that, there has to be a face. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to lead you into the direction where I want you, I know you're going to be successful. I want you to be successful. And like I'm saying, this is his exact words. He is a God-fearing man. He is all about community. He wants to do what we're doing in his community. That's why it was so, like, when he sees our page and he's like, man, these dudes are really active. How could I be more active in my community? This dude is one of those goal-getters, and I'm not bullshitting with you. 15 hours a day, seven days a week, this is that grind. He is on that grind, and he wants us to be a part of it. And that's why, like I said, man, I am willing to do whatever it takes because SoCal is a huge market for us. And if we do this right, and he does his part, we do our part, I can only imagine what's going to happen. You fast forward this 2 years from now. And not only that, but let's just say a year from now. Because if we set a presence, right, like we set a presence in that down there, even if we have to, you know, pay for services, where somebody is actively down there doing what we need them to do while we're up here taking care of our backyard and continuing to grow up north. You know this shit is getting big, right? You know this shit's already, I mean, we're busting moves, and we saying we want certain things to happen, we believe certain things to happen, and we're going after those things so they can happen. God is leading us in this direction. This is where we're headed. These opportunities, these blessings that we continue to get showered with, it's not by coincidence. It's not by mistake. It's all for purpose. This was God-given. And we have to believe that with all our heart, no matter how slow a day is, no matter how fast a day is, no matter if we don't get off one case, no matter if we get off over 100 cases in a day. Give or take, trust in the process, trust that God has us, and He has our best interests in mind. And that's all we can bank on. That's all I'm going to bank on. That's why don't even trip. I know it gets stressful sometimes, but don't let it throw you off your game. Just keep on moving forward. Just know that we're going to get there. It is taking time, and these certain pieces to the puzzle that we're needing at the specific time, that's when God opens up that door. And this is where Golden Empire is going to come into play. I'm excited. Wanted to share that with you guys because that's huge. You know, we're talking about, we just got 10K. We just got blessed with an additional 10K on Wednesday or Tuesday, and we talked about it on Wednesday. And then now we're getting distribution back into Southern Cal. That's blessings on blessings, man. That's love. That's why I feel so much for him. I talk about him all day. You know, if I had a chance, you know how I get down. I mean, I'm giving him glory, praise, and honor because that is huge for us, especially for how far we've come. And so I will keep you guys posted. We're going down there in a couple weeks here. We'll be in San Diego. That meeting, I'm looking forward to it. And
do you have an exact date on that? I didn't hear it.
I don't. So.
Okay. I just want to. All right. I'm gonna try to set it up. Might as well, so I can meet up with Max too. Might as well. It's right there.
Yeah. Because he goes to he's going overseas actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's going overseas from the 6th. So basically, when we come back, he's going overseas, and then and then that following week, there's when he'll be free. He'll be in the area. But this dude's been moving, man. He's been moving. He's been, just got back from New York. This dude is really on his grind, and this is the people that we want to, we want to jump. We want to partner ourselves up with. We want to team up with. These are the kind of people that we were praying for. The ones that understand that a small company can only become big if there is a team effort involved, and he is all for it. He's committed, and that's the biggest thing. That's what I love so much about this conversation today, is because he specifically said, I want to help build. And another thing is, he said, man, I mean, your product it's a solid product, but you guys are introducing a whole new category. And this is coming from a person of 16 years in the business, marketing, sales, worked for companies like Coca-Cola. That's a major I don't need to mention the other ones, but he's talking about we're bringing in category. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at it like, to be honest, it's not really a new category, but because of the spin we put on it, that's what makes it new. When you're talking about motivating and inspire people through a product, it's a whole new category. You can't really put that in a box. It's like it's outside the box because no one was trying to do it. No one was like, yeah, we see the commercials now, what they're doing, they're telling stories, but for someone to just come out the gate straight up with the hype and the belief that, you know what, we want to impact lives and make a difference by motivating and inspiring. No one put it out there like we did, and that's what excites them the most, because gives them that, that new feeling, like, damn, I took so many brands and helped them build up. He's even in the cosmetics. He has taken one of their brands and they just did $1 million in sales last year because he helped. It was an incubator program that he helped, and they took that brand cosmetics, and now it's over $1 million, not $1 million company. So these are the people that we need to find. These are the people, and God is sending them our way for this every night.
Hey, I gotta jump off real quick, Goose. I got a gas leak in my apartment.
Oh, yeah. Please send them to us, or please send them or us to them, and that's what he's been doing. So be inspired and just know we up to something. I had to slide that in, but
say it probably one time. Oh, he froze.
All right, and then I got a letter. From Alan Flavors, from Carolyn Vallarta, and she sent me. This is from the VP of Sales and Marketing, Joe Harriman. So what Alan Flavors said is, their costs increase, our costs are going to go up. So we used to get the Oosh Juice base for $8.90 a pound. Now it's $9.10 a pound, a difference of 20 cents. That's a huge difference, and it's something that we got to take on the chin. I think I was talking to Geller the other night. It's like, damn, now, our cost of goods. I mean, we don't have the luxury to just be setting our prices at different prices. Now, we're $2.99 and $3.69. That's our range, and we can't jump any higher because consumers already have bought into the product, the pricing. This is something we have to eat. I mean, it's just like them raising the prices for HA Ryder and Sons. Same thing right here is something we got to deal with. The same thing with ITI too, when they raised the pineapple prices, and then we had to look for a different vendor or a different supplier, and we found one that was a couple dollars cheaper. So this will be ongoing, but it's important that we understand that we have to be educated on certain things, or not educated. We have to be informed of price increases for certain materials, because we gotta make sure that everything is making sense. And what I mean by that is these deals that we run. That's why when pricing goes up like this, we have to pull back, and we got to make sure that, okay, are these deals make enough sense for us? Is cost of goods, because it just raised up. Do these make enough sense for us, where it doesn't hurt our bottom line, drastically and dramatically? So sucks, but I mean, what can you do about it? And then so I got and then the Hit Squad. We were talking about this on Wednesday. Kayla told me that they wanted us to come out there on Saturday, and then I hit Joanna up, and then she said, yeah, they've been working together. It's kind of like, because it was they just put it together, and there's no real deadline for sponsorships, and so I will be contacting her sending her email out, and then we'll see if we are able to go tomorrow to actually sell. They said it's all good, but I just want to get confirmation time, and then we're out there and we'll go finish off this month strong. So that's some good news from the Hit Squad, and these are people that I would like to partner up to at the moment, because of the fact that Dustin from D1 already had put in a good word about the person who's starting this, and he said that guy already wanted to work with us. So because of everything that we're doing in the community, and he loves that. So once again, our work is paying off, and people are recognizing, and we just got to continue to stay true to who we are, our mission, and what we're about. And and we'll reap the benefits of it. And so that was pretty much, yeah, that was pretty much all my updates. And then the last, yeah, and then we move on to weekly updates, presentations. This goes for sales, marketing, and distribution. For distribution, obviously, we are, I mean, distribution, we have to get tighter with keeping track, and this goes for sales too. That's what we want to do for this. We say it all the time, but this is very important because when you start, like we know, we gotta make sure that we're doing our best to limit the amount of loss, like that, you know, because when we're not keeping track and we're not staying on top of things, the counts are off. So distribution, logistics, that's all us. You know, all of us that are moving, having to work, and we're moving with it. We gotta stay on top of that. That's key. For marketing, did you have anything, Keller?
Nothing as far as social media, but as far as marketing, we got the POS material pretty much ready. Only thing we're waiting for is those 2 cutouts, and yep, that's pretty much it. And then I still got to look into canopy, customizing canopies. Hello?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then just some cross promotion made it to Burner's page.
Yeah, see, man. That's what's up, bro.
It looked like it says ice juice too. I know. We waiting for him to respond to Mick.
Let's see if he does.
If not, Mick's gonna hit his bodyguard.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah. He becoming the end up.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool. And then we have a pickup next week on Wednesday for marketing. POS materials are done. They're ready to go. Hopefully we can get 2 more cutouts because that would be ideal for, we told him if he could do that for us, take off the $2.99 price tag so that we can use them at events. So hopefully he gets that all done by next week, and then so that we can be ready for Saturday on April 2nd. As far as sales is concerned, man, you know, here goes the thing, like, and this is for Pizzo, Mick, for all of us. I mean, we're pretty much all in sales, but for the leaders, kudos, man. You know, we had a goal. We had a goal to meet our quota, and our quota was 7,400. Now, when this month actually ends, then I'll give you guys all the numbers. But for now, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. But for now, we had a goal to meet our quota of 7,400, and we've already surpassed that. And we still have a whole week of March left. And you know, my hat goes off to you guys because 70. I mean, when you're looking at it from a perspective of, you know, you're not even tripping off of it. You're just going and handling business, and then at the end of the month, you're saying, "Damn, we raked in 7,500." And then you put it under a microscope, and you're saying to yourself, "Damn, we got to make 7,400 in this month. Where's it gonna come from?" And you're really like, "Oh, man, we got to make some things happen." But we made it happen. You know what I mean? And this is the mentality that we have to have. Like, man, no matter how high the mountain may seem, it's climbable. Like, you can climb it. Like, we can climb it. And I know I'm saying this right now because, you know, when June comes, that's a high mountain to climb. But we just have to be always consistently thinking, like, how can we get it? We got to get it by any means. And this is just proof right here that we went out there and we said, you know what? we got to get this. This number is nothing to us. So if this number is nothing to us, I don't see why any other number will be something to us. We just have to want it bad enough, and we have to do some certain things to get that. Another thing that I want to bring to the table is starting next week. This is the last thing, and this is for sales. I talked to Mick about this. I talked to Keller because he was actually the one who spawned the idea. But we had the initial thought of going at it like we're just going to drop our product. We'll leave them alone for a month to see if they're really pushing it. Not, then we'll go in and do our thing. That thought is scratched. That plan is out the door. That we're not doing that. And the reason why is this: if we were to go in 8, and if you guys got your calculators, but 247.20 times, let's just say 8 accounts, right? Because that's what we're talking about. 8 out of the 11. 8 out of the 11 accounts, that's $1,977.60. That's what we're doing with them in 1 month. Now, if we were to just leave it alone, times that by 3 months, because that's if we were to just leave it alone, that's only $5,932.80 in 3 months from these locations. Now, let's do this. Let's say we do our part, right? We do our part. We go out there and sampling, and they order twice in a month. So 247.20.
Pretty much $2,000 something.
Yeah, so it's like it's double that, right? 247.20 times 8 accounts. That's 19, and then just times that by twice in a month. It's $39.55 and 20 cents. And then you times that by 3 months, and that's 11K. 11,865 and 60 cents. Now we base this off of, you know, we're just messing around, just trying to see what it is. But as you can see, what would you rather make? 5K, 5,900, or have the opportunity to make over 11K? Because the numbers that me and Keller came up with, it was over 14K, and that's because like we were just messing around. Because you know, Marina Shell is not going to order. They're not going to order. Well, the first initial one, until they get off all their product, we'll do 12. The first initial one, unless because they're once they move the existing product inventory they have, and then we'll drop that big load on them. But we get them to dump off all that work, and then we go in and hit them with the wham, 120, right? We hit them with the 120 because that's the 2-for-4 special that we ran previously. Hit them with the 120. They're doing. Let's just say they run through that within this 3-month span. And I mean, you guys we already painted a vivid picture, but you guys see where this is going. We have an opportunity to make over 15K just through these 8 accounts by us doing our part. I would rather us do our part and come out the pocket for the incentives that we're running than for us to sit back and just say, you know what, be satisfied with that. Now, I don't know why I didn't think about this earlier, but I'm glad that, you know, it was brought to the light because this is what we're going to do, and this is what we talked about anyways. We really want to focus in on our top-selling accounts for samplings because these accounts can rake us in, you know, so much money than majority of our other accounts put together. And we keep on working these ones. This is what's going to happen for us. We're going to see exponential growth, and that's what we want. We're talking about we don't want this 2016 to hold 12 months in 2016, not 2016 to 2017. We're looking at we want over 100K. We've already proven that we can do that in a year. You know, now it's just proven to ourselves in a whole 12 months. You know, instead of going overlapping. And aggressive push, this is going to put us in that position to make that amount. And I really think we're going to do over 100K. And that's not being cocky. I just think that we have it in us by keeping track. Like if you think about every month in this year, January, February, March, we've sold more than we've generated more than we did in the first 3 months of last year. We're on pace to reach what we need to reach, and that's the beauty of it. Beauty of it because we're staying on top of this, and we have it in front of our face. And so once again, man, let's keep it grinding. Let's keep it pushing. That was pretty much it. One last thing I want to let you guys know: I had a conversation with one of our, supporters in San Jose, and he told me that fucking Rude Boy and Kukui, they parted ways. They're not even in the. It's no longer Island Reggae. Or Kukui is no longer with Island Reggae Fest. They're gonna have their own fest at Great America. And I was like, oh shit. I said, damn. And I said, what happened? And from what I was told, I mean, I'm just, it's from people in that area that are telling me this, so I'm just gonna take them, at their word. But apparently, like Kukui was like trying to just steal all the money from Rude Boy, and that's why they had to part ways. And I was like, wow. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they're looking for sponsorship so bad, is because when you take out a major piece, all that capital needs to be, that's a void that needs to be filled by somebody. And I really think that they were looking to us to fill that void, and we're not that company. We're not going to take a risk like that and jeopardize the health of our business. Based on one event. It's just not going to go down. But it also gives us leverage to be able to speak up more about the opportunity to have a booth, because I don't see why we shouldn't be allowed to have a booth. I put it in perspective for him. It's just like a clothing line, or anybody, any food vendor. Some people might want this, some people might want that. Why not? So I'm going to be pressing the issue on that. And then worst case scenario, we just say, man, we'll do 5K. That's the most we could do. That's our budget. If we're able to work with it, man, we appreciate it. If not, hey, there's other events out there. But I'm going to work on that. I'm going to be working on a consistent, I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to be in Danny's ear, and I'm going to see, because I really feel that it could be huge for us, like crazy. We could do some crazy numbers, and and then it's just the exposure that comes along. So I'll keep you guys updated and posted. What else was there out there? We sponsored.
Hey, I missed how we did this month. I know we surpassed last year's March, but I have missed how much over were we so far?
Oh yeah,
left to go.
No, I just told everybody. I just said because we have a whole week still. So that number of 7,400, that we passed that. It's already probably, I want to say probably around 77, or it's moving up there. Closer to 8K. But I'll say 77 right now because I haven't really done the math. But there's a couple of spots that no, wait, it was at 35, so it was 76, 77. That was 78, 79. Yeah, it's like around 8K right now. But once next week comes, and we'll see, then I'll put it all out there on the table. But we did it. We did it. It wasn't easy, but we did it. And that's all, all we can look at and take with us. And we say, man, fuck yeah. And use that as motivation for other mountains that are going to come our way, because they are big, and so, but never be afraid to climb it, man, because you're going to learn so much. Whether you succeed, reach a number, or whether you don't succeed, you're still going to learn what went on through that process, and what could I do to better our results next time around. So with that said, man, appreciate you guys' time. To say, feel free. If not, we get on our separate ways. Cool. Thank you guys, man. Always bless up, man. Happy Easter weekend right now. Happy early Easter. And I'm going to go ahead and end it out here in prayer, and then we get on our separate ways. Father, Lord, we come to you in prayer, Lord. We thank you. We thank you for getting up on that cross for us because we don't deserve it. You know, every day we go through this life of ours, and we're such flawed human beings. For you to get up on that cross not knowing who we were at this time. I mean, I know you obviously we know you knew us before we were born, but for you to get up and make that decision, that right there alone speaks volumes about who you are and what you want for us. In this life that we live now, the opportunities, the blessings, the doors that continue to open up, you have been a part of this journey. You have been leading the way, and you have been kicking doors in on our behalf. And we're going in there and we're fighting the same war, the same battles each and every day, is because that's the least we could do for someone that loved us so much that you would die. That's powerful. I don't take it lightly. I don't take this opportunity for granted. I don't take people's time for granted. Each and every one of my brothers, all of us, we're putting in so much because we have faith in you to lead us to our promised land. And you didn't just choose anybody. You chose us for a reason. We truly believe that. And all the hard work that we're putting in, it's paying off. Organic growth. Little by little, we're starting to make connections. We're starting to get into more accounts. We're starting to see increases. There's so much that comes along with this. And who wouldn't be excited? Who wouldn't feel blessed? We do. We appreciate the success that you continue to show us day in and day out. Even on our worst day, even in our highest day, you're there like nobody else. And I know you will continue to be our rock and guide us through this tunnel because there is light. 3 years strong we've been on. And this mission, it means so much to us. It's helped us grow in so many different ways. It's helped us impact lives of people that we don't even know, and that is tremendous. So, Lord, we thank you. We thank you for all those over 2,000 years ago, for you paying the ultimate sacrifice for a sinner like me, for sinners like us. We don't take it lightly, Lord. We know we're going to make mistakes along the way, but at the end of the day, you know our heart, and you know where we stand, and we believe in you 100%, and we trust that you're going to continue to do what you need to do in order for you to get the glory that is owed and that is due through us, through the willing vessels that you've chosen. So with that being said, Lord, continue to send people our way, continue to send us their way, continue to increase what we have so that we can do more and be more of a blessing. Continue to open up the doors, continue to pour down from above. Use us in ways that we didn't even think or imagine. Bless those in our circles. Bless all our family throughout the rest of this day. For those who are going to work or whatever they have on their schedule, be with them throughout the rest of the evening as well as this weekend, this Easter weekend. And we thank you, Lord. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor, for you are worthy. We love you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, sir.